everyone, my name's Jen and welcome back to my channel where it's all about fun, fitness, and finances. And today we're going to talk about my most favorite, which is fun. And what about fun are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about my packing list for when I cruise and when I travel. I've been on 35 cruises, and throughout the years I've figured out some pretty unique must-haves that have to come with me, as well as traveling nationally for my job for 15 years. So stay tuned and we're going to dive right into it. Okay, so why are we in my kitchen studio today? Because the very first unique must-have is this, and I'm going to tilt my camera so you can see it. I love is this Hotlogic's hot plate insulated carrier, and why I bring this with me now, and I just started doing this a couple months ago when I travel for work, is sometimes the places I go to do not have a microwave. So I get something that's takeout from a restaurant, and of course I want it warm when I get to my room. Well, I don't want to have to go down to the lobby and microwave the food and so forth, because again, by the time it comes up to my room, it's probably going to be cold. Same thing with a cruise ship. So it's endless food on a cruise ship, but room service has gotten really expensive lately. So say I go to get pizza or a hamburger somewhere, then by the time it gets back to the room, it's going to be kind of cold. So what I do now is I carry this with me, and it's collapsible, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, and I put the food, and I carry a silicone container with me just if I need to, but sometimes I just stick the plate in here if it's small enough, and I heat up, and I keep my food heated up that way, or I heat it up. So let me show you, I'm going to demonstrate this. So as an example, I'm just going to throw some chili into here, okay? And then I'm going to put it in the microwave, and we'll see how warm it is after we get it out of the microwave. Right, so I just got this chili out of the microwave, and right now it's at 106.5. Okay, so it's 106.5. I'm going to put this chili in this hot plate, and you can put the top on it or not. And just to be safe, I'll put the top on it just in case something gets messy in here. I don't know how that could, but I always get a silicone bowl that's collapsible because then it's super easy to pack. And I'm going to zip this up, and I'm going to be gone for a couple hours because I'm going to go out to eat, and we can see in a couple hours how hot this is.
I'm back. Wow, I'm back!
Okay, it's about an hour and 45 minutes later, and without even putting the thermometer in here, I'm sure you can tell it's pretty warm. So let's see what the temperature is. Remember, it was about 110 when I left. Even reading this upside down, you can see it's at 176. So obviously it keeps things warm, but then yet it actually cooks it, which is what I was saying earlier and I was trying to get out.
Did that make sense?
So it cooks it for the fact, one, yes, it's a warming plate, but you have this kind of insulating everything, so it's really a portable oven. So travel essential number 2 is really 3 different things, or 4. So there are a bunch of fans. So of course, when you're traveling and you're on a cruise and you're going to the Caribbean or Mexico or anywhere warm, you know how hot it can be off of the ship. So what I do is I carry multiple fans with me. And I know this seems crazy, but the first one I carry with me is this. And this is what I have next to my bed. I used to carry with me a 10-inch fan, and it was a 10 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but it takes up a lot of space. So this I just have next to me by my bed, and it pretty much stays on all night because there's a lot of MPH in this. So this is the one fan I have with me next to my bed. And as we all know, cruise ships, hotel rooms, they all do the same thing. They actually turn off the air conditioner, I'm pretty sure, at night, or it's controlled by some type of movement. And when you're sleeping, you don't move. So I always get really hot at night. Then we have this handy lipstick size fan, and this is great for my purse, right? So it's got 3 different powers to it, high, medium, and low. Feels great. And it also is a phone charger too. So in a pinch, you could use this as a phone charger. So as you're walking around, you can have this with you if you need it, or you're sitting at a restaurant and all of a sudden you get kind of warm. Another fan that I love is one that I did a review on, and it's the Coolify 2S. It's a neck air conditioner, and I did a review on this a couple months ago, and lo and behold, right after that, they came out with the Coolify 3, but this is just as good. So I'm going to put this on my neck, and what it has is these neck plates that get 30 degrees cooler within a second. So it truly is a neck air conditioner. It's not just blowing around the hot air around you, it actually lowers the temperature. So it has 3 different settings for a fan, 3 different settings for this neck conditioner where the plates go on, and then 3 different settings for heat too. So you can use it if you're in a cold climate and you want to keep warm. So this is the Coolify 2S, and if I'm just like walking around and I don't feel like carrying anything in my hand except maybe my phone, I'm just going to have this on. So this is great when I walk around and it's 100 degrees, and I actually live in Virginia where it gets pretty hot here. And then as a backup, I just have this with me because it takes up absolutely no space. Doesn't require any kind of charging. It is a pop-up fan. So, right, fan? I said fan, but it's 4 different types of fans that I keep with me on vacation. So, travel essential number 3 are going to be power adapters. So, I've got a US version, right? You see the plug there? I've got the international version, and then I've also got an extension cord, and let me explain all 3. So when you're on a cruise ship, they're going to have an international socket, a domestic socket, and that's really about all they have. And you're going to probably have a laptop with you, I assume. I don't know what you have with you. Maybe you have your phones, you have a whole bunch of things you want to charge, a curling iron. That one socket is not enough. So why not take advantage of the international one and the domestic one, and then you have all of these outlets that you can plug all your different things in, right? So definitely carry both of those with you. And the extension cord is necessary because you just need an extension cord. Say you're like in your bed and you want to have your phone next to you and it needs to be charged. Well, I don't know how many people have super long phone charge cords, but I don't, so I keep something like this with me. And plus, I did do a video where I hook up my Roku player to the cruise TV, and the socket is not that close to the TV, so I absolutely had to have this. So carry this with you. Travel essential number 4 for packing is you're definitely going to want a power charger for your phone, so when you leave the cruise ship, you don't get into a jam where your phone has 0% battery and you need to charge your phone because you just need to call somebody or you need to use it as a GPS. This is an Anker power bank. It charges my Samsung Ultra S21 1.5 times, and it's really small. So it fits in a very small purse or a fanny pack. That's 4. Number 5. Backpack. This is a foldable backpack. I'm not going to completely take it out. It's just going to be just clunky taking it out, but it doesn't take that long. It just gets loud. But you're going to want this for like those beach excursions where you want to put your towel in here. It has like drink container pockets, your water bottles. So it's great. So I carry this with me and it packs really easily up into my luggage. Okay, number 6, Fanny Pack. Okay, here's a couple. Here's one Carnival gave me, and here's one that I actually had before Carnival gave it to me, and it packs up in its own little pouch right here. And the reason I have this, and I used to not wear, I know these things are so big now, not this little inexpensive thing, but slings are super popular now. But in the day they weren't, and I resisted getting them because I didn't think they looked that cool. But for security reasons, I like using these when I go off the ship and I don't want to carry backpacks. I don't need to have a backpack with me. And I'll have my driver's license, or if I need to carry my passport, it's secure against me. I usually have a crossbody bag, but somebody could just simply, you know, cut the straps off those and just take your purse. So I think this is great. And I can carry my phone charger, my phone in this, a compact, like I said, my passport, and it all fits really well. And it's packs up great for when you're traveling to the cruise. Okay, so travel essential number 7. And like I told you, some of these are kind of odd because you wouldn't think of it. This is a wrist phone holder. And the reason I like this versus the one that goes here is just because when I'm walking around, I can easily manipulate what's going on in my phone, right? Whereas here, I kind of have to take it off. Whereas this, I just have to like look at it and it actually twists around. It's great. And then in addition, this one has where I can put my cruise card in it too. So there's a little pocket here for the cruise card. So I love having this so I can have like absolutely hands-free experience when I'm going to work out on the ship or just walking around and I don't want to carry a phone. That's the wrist strap. Okay, this is different. I've never needed to use this, but this is in case of emergency. This is called a life straw. So what is this? This is a water purifier. And the reason originally I got this is I go to Las Vegas quite a bit for work, and water in Las Vegas can be $8 for a 16-ounce bottle. I'm not kidding you. I just thought, instead of me spending so much money on water, why wouldn't I use this in my hotel room? I'm sure the water in Vegas is fine on the Strip, but just to be super sure I'm getting the purest water, then I'll have this with me. So I carry this everywhere with me just in case of emergencies, or if you really want to make sure your water is pure. This apparently can purify 1,000 bottles of water, 16-ounce bottles of water. And simply all you do is you take like a typical bottle, and you see there's threading right here. You just put the bottle there and say it's the dirty, not super sanitary water. You attach it, and then you can drink out of it from here, from this part. They show people drinking out of a stream, like if you're camping. This originally is for campers, you know, people like that. But I don't do that. I gave it to a couple friends that camp and hike just in case they run out of water. So life straw, that is another travel essential. That's just a backup. Okay, we're at number 9. So what else do I carry with me? A travel umbrella. Okay, they're even smaller than this, but this is the one that I have right now for travel. So I know, especially women, we don't want to get like really wet. So in case there's a torrential downpour, you're going to want to have like a micro umbrella with you. But if you don't want to carry an umbrella, I actually carry this with me. Sometimes it just depends if I just don't feel like carrying an umbrella. It's just a plain old oversized hood that's waterproof. I know people actually put like garbage bags on their head in a pinch. Well, this is a little bit better than a garbage bag, and it's huge. And like for me, I need huge because, as you can see, I have a lot of hair. So there we go. Just carry this with you. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Now, the very last one is probably the most important one, and something that I've really just recently decided to take with me, and it seems kind of strange because I do travel a lot for my job, and I have for 30 years, is I started bringing mace with me, and not just on vacations, but just attaching it to my purse when I'm at home, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that's very sad, and people getting abducted. And in a lot of the situations, if they were prepared with mace, so this is number 10, they'd at least had a chance. And I'm going to probably do a whole video on this, self-defense for women, or just being, really careful when you're traveling as a woman or a man, either one. But this is what I have for my purse. It's very quick release. It's a Keychain Mace, right? Came right off like that. It has a safety control just so you don't accidentally hurt yourself. And then you just kind of pivot this little lever here. So again, and this doesn't work if you really have it on your purse. You need to carry it with you as you're walking anywhere where somebody could grab you from behind, right? You're not always going to hear people. And one tip too is don't have like a headset on when you're walking around in kind of strange places, because you won't hear anyone coming up at you. So here's my Keychain Mace. And then in addition, here is my gel mace. And this is what I actually keep next to my bed. Goodness gracious, somebody actually comes into my house. So I'm going to want to have this next to me because I think you all heard, I'm sure, that really sad story where these people went down to Mexico, and one of them was getting some kind of plastic surgery, and some people abducted them from their minivan or car, and a couple of them didn't make it, so just keep this with you. So have mace with you. Okay, so that was it for my top 10 travel essentials, and I'm going to have links below in the description just to make it easier for you all if you want to get any of these for yourself. Some of these are kind of different, so you might want the exact one that I do. All these fans. But as I think about how I travel, I think about three things. It's comfort, convenience, and cost is always a factor. So when you look at every single one of these things, they might not have all three in them, but obviously a fan is about comfort. Cost, well, this could be cost. Maybe you can't afford the fan, so you just have a pop-up fan. Here, it's all about the fans. This is comfort. It's not that inexpensive, so I wouldn't say it fits in the cost. I think the convenience aspect of having things like this backpack, this fanny pack that all kind of roll up, that's convenient because it fits into your luggage really easily. That's convenient because it folds up into a bag really small. Comfort is a lot of this. So that's what I think when I travel is, and also just cost, it's always important to me so I can go on more trips. So if you like the content for this channel, it's all about fun, fitness, and finances. Please subscribe, and hope you all have a great day.